Fantastic futures, Pete. I'm going to say that sugar is breaking down today. Pete's been talking for weeks about cocoa, of course, which has been doing the opposite, just going up, up, up. Sugar is, of course, a main component to one of the things that you'd use that cocoa for, and that's making chocolate. He also has pointed out about the medical side of cocoa. I'm going to say sugar going down, Pete. It's a bit of a relief. That's nice because the 3% drop is good for everybody but the guys that are harvesting it or long sugar. So I'm going to say it's a good thing.
It's focused on volatility, John, although, it's shifting around a little bit. When I first started preparing for the day and looking at what we're going to talk about here on the Rebel's Edge for the fantastic futures, I was looking at the volatility index, which was down 3.5% today. That's a pretty decent chuck to the downside, right? It's starting to get a little bit less of that and starting to perk up just a little bit because we gave away a lot of what we had, and especially you were just talking about the Dow. It was up triple digits. Now it's not. The NASDAQ was up triple digits. It's kind of hanging around. I think the volatility of volatility is getting more and more interesting all the time, John. It's in a fairly tight range, but nonetheless, we could call it probably 12.5 to maybe 17 would probably be the range that it's in right now. So it's relatively tight. A 16 VIX means that the S&P will move 1% on a daily basis. So always keep that in mind as well.
And in case you were wondering how we get to that, folks, it's the square root of 256, the square root of the approximate number of trading days, not the number of days in a year, the trading days. Because, of course, the market doesn't really move when the market's closed. We might imply a big open or a big close that drives the markets up or down, but during the days, Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays, when we don't trade, that's why we use 256.